What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop. Hit the notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get in it. Let's get in it. Y'all see the topic? Y'all seen the thumbnail? We're going to talk about the defense. Mitchell Robinson should be back. A lot of progress going on. I'm not making any bold statements, but I'm hearing rumors. But anyway, as I said in my last video, it's not going to make a difference. Well, that's my opinion. Let me first say that. That's my opinion, and I do not mind if you disagree. I look forward for your comments. Actually, I want you to tell me why you think Mitchell Robinson will help the Knicks and why it will make the team better. Will it change our outcome? We meet Boston at least one more time, but I think we got the Cavs twice before the end of the season. That Boston game, I think we're going to win that game because, to be honest with you, I don't think Joe Mazzulla going to play his starters or, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be real. It's going to be, by the time we play Boston again, it's going to be, the season's going to be winding down. Boston's going to be locked in their spot. Hopefully the Knicks be locked into their position. So that last Boston game, if we get a victory, in my opinion, it ain't going to say much. I'm going to be real with you. It's not going to say much. And Mitchell Robinson should be back. Yeah, let's get into this defense. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I want to talk about, I want to break this defense down because I know it just seemed like I be ranting. I made videos last year about this defense. I put videos up, videos of players breaking down this defense, and I'm going to do it again because I'm being real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs is a good coach. You know what I'm saying? He's a good assistant coach. He have not won a championship with him at the top of the helm. He have not, you know what I'm saying, made it to the finals with him at the helm. I think he did make it to the Western Conference Finals with Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm not sure. Y'all can hit me in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong or right. Like I said, I enjoy the engagement. Other than that, who can I compare him to, really? You know what I'm saying? Because he got, the thing about Tibbs, he got the Knicks job, not only from his reputation. You know, you can use, what's the word, nepotism? If that's the correct word to use. I don't know, you know, him and Leon, they're not family, but they just like family. You know what I'm saying? They know each other for a while. Both have the same goals, hopefully to win the New York Knicks a championship. Like, if you look at that little nucleus, that circle, the Brunson family, you got Tibbs, you got Rose, they all go back, way back. And I can't say that, you know, out of all, you know, management, you know, top office, whatever you want to call them, you know, people we had up there leaving the owner out. This is the most success we have had in a long time. There's no doubt in that. But I want more than success. I want a championship. The last time this team won a championship was in 73. 72. It's been so long, it's escaping my mind. I'm being real with you, but I was about 4 years old. To be real, I was about 4 years old. And that's why I won a championship. So we talk about this defensive scheme, and right now, in my opinion, you don't have anybody pointing what I'm talking about out. Right now, they're starting to talk about the bench, and he's not playing the bench enough. The starters are playing too many minutes. You're starting to see that hear that on other channels. If you look at that Cleveland game, guys looked really fatigued, and the funny thing about that is they was off for a while. You know what I'm saying? This All-Star break, and we still looked fatigued. A lot of y'all won't admit it, but the team still looked fatigued. Like I said, he's a good coach. got us to where we are, the prosperity that the Knicks are enjoying so far since he became our coach. But his tendencies, his stubbornness, and let's just be real, like I'm going to use a word that, I think fits Tom Thibodeau precisely, and that's old fashioned. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not in the 50s, but the 90s and the early 2000s style of play is done. And like I said, we're going to break this defense down. I'm going to point out what the strength of this defense is, and I'm going to break down the weaknesses. And I have a chart that explains everything. I got a video clip I want to show of Jason Tatum breaking it down and with Porzingis, and just to show you what this defense do and how much of a difference Mitchell Robinson's not going to make. I'm just trying to be real with y'all, all right? Let's go. All right, Tibbs defense, you know what I'm saying, aggressive ball pressure. Defense focus on applying intense pressure on the ball handler to disrupt the offensive flow. We see the help defense, and this is what I'm talking about, the help defense. Players are expected to provide strong help side defense, rotating quickly to cover driving lanes or open shooters. And let me just finish before I go. Protecting the paint. Thibodeau prioritize. I have a lift, so defending the rim. Often packing the paint to force opponents into contested mid-range or three-point shots. Limited transition opportunities. His teams are disciplined in getting back on defense to prevent easy fast breaks. Communication and discipline. Players are required to communicate effectively and stay disciplined in their rotations to avoid breakdowns. And that's the whole thing about it. When y'all watch when we watch the team, the Knicks, and we like, yo, why? I'm going to bring Randall up because there was a lot of times we were like, yo, Randall is not even contesting the shot. His job was not to contest the shot. It was to stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? To avoid breakdowns and to drive into the lane. As you're going to see in the clips that I'm about to show you in a second, you're going to see what I'm talking about. There's going to be a play with Josh Hart, and there's going to be a play with Karl Anthony Towns. Each time, the Knicks is going to be in their right position, what the defense called for, but this is the defense is obsolete in today's game. I'm just going to put it like that. Now, let's move on, and let's talk about the weaknesses. All right. Over resilience on physicality and effort. Thibodeau's system demands constant high energy and physicality from players. Over the course of a long season, this can lead to fatigue, especially for key players who log heavy minutes. I've been saying it all year long. Vulnerability to the three-point shooting. Thibodeau's defense often prioritizes protecting the paint and collapsing on drives, which can leave shooters open on the perimeter. Teams with strong three-point shooting can exploit this by moving the ball quickly and finding open shots. We've seen this. Struggle against elite ball movement. Teams with excellent ball movement, let's just say point guard, and unselfish play as we watch the other teams do, just move the ball, can break down Tibbs' help and recover system. Quickly passing and off the ball with quick passes and off the ball screens can create open shots for the defense and fully rotate before the defense can fully rotate. Excuse me for some mix up. I need better glasses and my screen is kind of small. All right, let's go on because there's seven. I'm being real with you. Exposure and transition. While Thibodeau emphasized getting back on defense, his aggressive offensive rebounding and physical style can sometimes leave his team vulnerable to fast breaks if they don't recover quickly. And we've seen this. And if you're playing these guys 40 minutes a night, which I'm trying to say, I talked about with the Cleveland game, going to start taking its toll. They're not going to get back on defense. And if they do, it's going to be a foul, an N1. Heavy minutes for starters. Thibodeau is known for relying heavily on his starters, often playing them extended minutes. This can lead to wear and tear over the season, reducing their effectiveness in the playoffs or late in games. We've been knocked out of the second round ever since he became our coach. And we see the runs the Knicks make, but they can't sustain it because the fatigue start kicking in. You know, I was watching NBA fan TV, and CP the franchise. He brung up something, but because let me say, I know he affiliated with the Knicks in some way, some fashion, so he really can't. He's in a way, he's a company man. You know, you'll hear him critique the Knicks every now and then, but it's really not critiquing, because once he critiqued them, he come out in some type of defense, and this is undefensible, undefendable. The way Tibbs is playing the team, running the team, and everybody can point to, well, we third in the East, we're blah 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 in the standards, this offensive, this that, whatever. We have a good team. Whether y'all want to hate on Mikal Bridges or Anunoby, the Knicks have a good team. We have a team. Leon Rose put a team together that we're going to make the playoffs every year. It's going to be like the 1980 Knicks with Patrick Ewing, with Allen Houston. We make the playoffs and finals every year. But the thing about it, it was Jordan that kept us out of there. Today's game don't have a Michael Jordan where one player could take over the game. And that's what Tibbs' defense rely on, one player taking over the game, because that's what it was. And this is when this defense was very effective. When players back there, averages from the field goal, shooting jump shots wasn't that high. You have special players like Reggie Miller, Dennis from Orlando Magic, DJ, Boston. You had Ray Allen. You know, certain guys was three-point specialists. Everybody didn't take threes. And a lot of guys struggled with the long two, the jump shot, you know. The mid-range made guys stars in the 80s. If you can hit that mid-range consistently, you was a star. And that's what this defense called for. All right, where are we at? Predictability. And I said it in my last video. Opposing teams can study Tibbs' defense tendencies and develop a strategy to exploit them. That's what Boston did. That's what Cleveland did. Such as using pick and rolls to force mismatches on targeting specific defenders and isolation. How many times we see Jalen Brunson on Porzingis or even Luke Cornett? And I brung up Knick Fan TV, and the reason I brung it up is I wanted to talk about something he brung up. He said something about role players and these guys being off and on, not consistent. That's the coach. That's the coach. He don't give these guys enough minutes and playing time to be consistent. Even if these guys are NBA role players, he doesn't give them the time to be consistent. They know every minute they get on the court could be their last for the game. You know what I'm saying? Adaptability to the modern NBA. And this is what I've been preaching. I've been preaching this. You know what I'm saying? I've been preaching this. So I'm just bringing it so that I hope that some of y'all can understand what I've been talking about, because a lot of y'all do. But I got it here in writing. The modern NBA emphasizes spacing, three-point shooting, and versatility. Tibbs' traditional, another word for old-fashioned, defensive scheme, while effective, can sometimes struggle to adapt to these evolving offensive strategies. And that's all I'm talking about, evolving. And his defensive scheme does not work against today's NBA offensives. That's just the truth. We're going to get to the playoffs. We might get out of the first round. I'm being honest with you. I'm very nervous, and I'm doubtful that we're going to make it out of the first round this year. I'm just being real with y'all, and y'all got to start being real with yourself. First of all, our players are going to go into the playoffs banged up, fatigued, and then we running this bullshit defense. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's bullshit. All right? Now, let's just... What I said I had for y'all. I said I had a play for y'all. Now, we got a freeze frame for it right here. You see where Jason Tatum's at the top. Let's look at Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, and look at Brunson. Now, whether y'all know it or not, every one of them defensive players, even Achua and McBride, are all focused on Tatum already now. But you got other players on the court. You already see Brown already to make the cut to the basket right here. You got I forget his name, number 11. Start with a P. Pritchard. He's waiting for the 3-point shot. Missoula got the defense. He got the defense down packed because whatever the Knicks do, they're gonna collapse on Jason Tatum. It's gonna leave Brown or Pritchard open, but Jason Tatum's gonna snake through and take it right to the house. Now let's watch this real quick. We're gonna put it in real time and then I'm gonna slow it down. All right. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen that, right? How easy it is when they get to the basket. You see it, trying to force him to go to the weak side where McBride was at, but he snaked through that. Now let's watch that again, but this time in a little slower motion. Look, now I see Towns was supposed to try to cut him off, force him, but what's the call him? Just put the pick on him. Who is that? Who is that? What's his name again? I forget his name. Easy peasy, as the kids would say. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now let's watch one more play right now. This is the Porzingis play. This is the play I'm talking about when you see Towns right here, right? Towns is playing Porzingis. Porzingis is going to go right. He's going to fake like he's driving. Josh Hart is going to step up because that's his job. Josh Hart is going to be holding Brown in the corner, but his job is to step up when Porzingis come off that curve. But that leaves Brown wide open. Now here we go. Let's watch it. Bam! This defense is not going to get us done. It's not going to get us out the first round. I'm being real with you. We can now, you know what I'm saying? We got some interesting games coming up, and we're going to be playing, let's just say the next 8 games is going to be 6 teams over 500. Now, Philadelphia, I'm not going to say this is going to be an easy victory because everybody get their game up when they play against the New York Knicks. Let's be real. And this is going to be a home game. You know what I'm saying? When cats come into the Garden, they elevate their game. Everybody been talking about how disappointing Philadelphia is right now. Talks about blowing that whole team up. This can be a real statement win for them. Even if they don't get into the playoff, this can be a win to turn their season around. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of the Knicks being the stepping stone. When we get past Philadelphia, we got Memphis. Memphis is 37-20 as of today. Miami come in at 26-30. That's the Portland and Miami, the only 2 teams that are under 500. And I'm still scared of Miami right now. They have looked much better since, in my opinion, since the Jimmy Butler trade. And Kelly Ware, the guy I wanted the Knicks to draft, I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns will be able to stay with him. And we don't know how healthy Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be. Why would you play Karl-Anthony Towns after he went down that hard? We already losing by 12, 13 points. There's 3 to 4 minutes left in the game. This coaching mentality is not going to win us a championship. Like I said, I don't know if it's nepotism, because they're not family or whatever it is. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. Hit me in the comments. But at the same time, they know each other, so he got a job security. Golden State, come on now. Golden State been looking good since the trade. They're actually talking about Golden State being contenders. You hear me? Contenders. Golden State, the way they was looking earlier this year, a few cute pieces move, and they back in it. Los Angeles Lakers, they back in it. This will be our first game playing against Duncan and LeBron James. Do you think we're going to come out victorious if they're watching tapes and seeing what they can do against this defensive scheme? Oh, man, the Clippers. Ben Simmons is reviving his career over there. I mean, these are some crucial games, and the thing about it, he's gonna. This is why I mean crucial, because as we've been yelling for Tibbs to do, play the bench more or whatever the case may be. These guys is not going to be prepared. They're going to be getting ready for the playoffs. Maybe Tibbs figure like this, I can use these last 20, 15 games to get my bench ready because I already got a playoff spot in stone. don't make a difference. Be 4 or 5. A lot of people say the Knicks don't want to be in 3. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being real with y'all. I'm nervous for the first round because I'm looking at our opponents. It could be Atlanta or one of them teams, and it's Atlanta or Indiana, man. It's a scary time for New York Knicks right now. It's a reminiscent time of last year. We're playing the same style defense. We're going to be playing teams that watch what Boston done, watch what Cleveland done, and the playoffs. They already know what to do in the playoffs, man. They have a blueprint against this defense in the playoffs. It's not like Tibbs going to change anything. And then when Mitchell Robinson come back, the playoffs come, the rotation getting shorter. Mitchell Robinson assignment is going to be the same thing as Josh Hart assignment, the same assignment as Karl Anthony Towns. The assignments are going to be the same. So I don't understand why y'all expecting any different results. Y'all know what insanity is, right? Let's be real. Y'all know what insanity is, right? You can... all right. I'm going to leave y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm being real with y'all. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'm looking past that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not affiliated with the Knicks in no way, no how, other than my channel. I don't have to worry about being a company, man. I don't have to worry about one of them guys coming on my show. I would love for one of them dudes to see my channel and say, you know what, I'm going to give that guy an interview. I'm going to shut that guy up. Matter of fact, I would love to go on one of them big channels to give him my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit they be saying be just that. Shit. Bullshit. And I know you got to stay in, you know, good with the channels, you know, I mean the team. But come on. Constructing criticism never hurt anybody. Only the weak take offense. All right, with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.